Start recording. This is another Bloodbraid Elf list. It's kind of a zoo deck. You've got your Wild Nakaal, Noble Hierarch, Scavenging Ooze, Voice of Resurgence, 4 Knight of the Reliquary, 2 Luxodon Smiter, 2 Renegade Rallier, 4 Bloodbraid Elf, 1 Tireless Tracker, 1 Domri Rod, so you have a couple of cards, sources of card advantage besides Bloodbraid Elf. Got your 3 color mana base, 2 forests, 2 plains to play around some amount of Blood Moon. Game 1, you're just kind of an aggressive zoo deck. You're trying to, just get your opponent dead. Sideboard, you have a little bit of disruption. You've got actually a whole lot of disruption in the sideboard. In the sideboard, you've got like Thalias and Gaddock Teague for decks like Storm or can disrupt control some. You've got Blood Moon as a 1-of get your card, Ghost Quarter to pair with your Knights of the Reliquary for big mana decks in the sideboard. Got a Grafdigger's Cage to do some graveyard disruption. In addition to your 3 main deck Scavenging Oozes. Fiery Justice for creature decks, pretty decent against Death Shadow 2. Kitchen Finks for other aggressive matchups. Nissa, kind of a grindy card. Grim Lavamancer for other creature decks. You're not putting a ton of stuff in the graveyard. Like you have some fetch lands, you have knights, so you have some ways to trigger, get stuff in the graveyard, but you're not playing a ton of spells. So Lava Man, I figure the deck would probably have problems getting beyond maybe 2 or 3 activations off. So, alright. Looks like some people wanted to stay for standard, but unfortunately, I've had my fill of standard for a little while. So, we've got about another, hopefully, a minute or so before we actually get the deck. So, how's everyone been liking standard and modern lately? Personally, I like where both formats are at. I've just been having crappy luck in both of them. Down to 5 viewers. Alright. So, it's been these Bloodbraid Elves definitely shaken up the format. Ponza got a lot better. Jund obviously back to being probably tier 1, if not the best deck again. Beyond that, hopefully we get the cards soon. But anyways, back to this deck. Just look at 3-color good stuff deck with Bloodbraid Elf. I mean, remains to be seen if it's fast enough in modern. The format's not very forgiving to non-disruptive decks if you're not fast enough, and this deck, I'm not really sure how quick it is. So for those of you that have played Modern, Fiery Justice is a card that pretty much I think any Naya deck should be running at this point. Unless you're like, for some reason, running Death Shadow in your Naya list, because the card's just insane. The only thing it doesn't mean, it's basically a board wipe in a good portion of matchups. Alright, thank you. I'd like to complete this trade, please. Well, let's go ahead and hop into a league. I have a feeling this deck's going to be pretty quick at killing people one way or the other. Alright. Oh, good old Magic Online being goofy. Cards are we actually missing? Is there a card that's not... Okay, it's not showing Ghost Quarter for some reason. Guess I don't own any Ghost Quarters anymore. Screw it. Board out the Ghost Quarter. Get like... Bog. Let's get a Bajuka Bog in here just so we can get this league rolling. For some reason it didn't trade me a Ghost Quarter. That's fine. Don't know if there's too many matchups I'm going to want to be boarding in. That kind of stuff anyway. Reset formats. So... play some Bloodbraid Elf Naya. Alright, so... obviously the Bajuka Bog's a little weird, but there are some matchups where we might want to bog. Yeah, things like Dredge or some of the Snapcaster Mage decks could be a nice one of to go get. I don't know that Naya the Reliquary plus multiple Ghost Quarters is going to be enough to get us there against like the Tron or Valakut decks anyway. So having the one's fine. I think multiples might be a little bit sketchy. But that, and I just really wanted to get this league rolling. So I want to thank everyone for hanging out this morning. Hope you're enjoying watching some standard and now some modern. Playing a Naya all day, pretty much. We'll be on the draw. Not exactly where you want to be in modern. I mean, we'll keep this hand, but we could easily die against fish. Alright, so... got a little bit bailed out by Noble Hierarch here. However, the fish deck could get out of hand pretty quickly. So... what? Okay. Island Ether Vial into... okay. Do I go ahead and run out Tireless Tracker here, presuming it's going to be hit by Reflector Mage next turn? I know some of the humans list plays Island. I know like a few of them do, but usually Island into Ether Vial, you're just like, are they really gonna reflect Range or Tireless Tracker here? Nope. Looks like we're gonna get some riding dirty. Looks like they're gonna try to race. And if they have Meddling Mage, we're gonna be really sad. Alright, looks like they don't have Meddling Mage here. So am I supposed to shock in, or am I supposed to just play... I guess we're just supposed to shock in, because we're going to take the 2 damage off the next couple turns anyway. So... this feels really bad, but... trigger... Bloodbraid into removal spell seems pretty decent. Presuming they have a plains to go get here. If you want to trade one of your 2-drops for one of my 3-drops, I guess I'm okay with this. Ugh. Well, that was a nice surprise. Two cards in hand. Ether Vial was one of them. So... So if we hit Bolt or something here, we can just... Alright, Noble Hierarch's a decent one. Again with our 5/4 here. So am I playing Nakatl here for 1 damage? Yeah, I guess I am. Opponent's not bumping their Vial up to 3, which I find interesting. Reflector Mage bouncing what, though? Probably Nakatl? Okay. See what our opponent does here. So I'm presuming one of the cards in their hand might be one of their cards in hand might be another Thalia. Just pass here with Path and the ability to crack for a clue. We can even crack our Horizon Canopy here. Meddling Mage on what? Wild Nacatl? Okay, that's fine. Phantasmal Image, copying. Alright, so you get to get our Path Exile here, which is obnoxious. So no good attacks here. See if they run face first into this. Yeah, looks like you are going to run face first into our manland. Got a Reflector Mage here. It's unfortunate. Block here. Block here. Take 2. Go ahead and crack for one of our lands here. Doesn't particularly matter. Scavenging ooze. Scavenging ooze buy us enough time. Certainly enough creatures in the graveyard. If we get another turn cycle, this might be fun. But like if they have Thalia's Lieutenant, any of that nonsense. Eat one out of your graveyard. Eat one out of my graveyard. If you have Lieutenant here, I'm just dead anyway, so. We draw land. One, two, three, four more creatures in the graveyard. Yeah, this is Mass Rider, that's just game. Yep. Alrighty. Alright, so probably want the Sphinxes. Blessed Alliance is probably fine. Want these Lavamancers, want this Fiery Justice. Blood Moon seems like it might be reasonable. Rest of the cards on the sideboard don't do much. Question is what cards come out. Renegade Rallier, probably not where we want to be. Rest of our deck rolls pretty decently with them. Should have a couple of Noble Hierarchs. And what else is fairly weak to their deck? Maybe Blessed Alliance isn't exactly the best. And this isn't really a Tireless Tracker matchup. Try it like this. Yes, I'd like to play first. Sure. So I need to grab... I just grab Basic Forest with this? I think so. Save us a little bit of damage. Get our 1/1 into play. Next turn we get to go Voice of Resurgence. Unless this is... Nope, Ether Vial. Okay. Voice of Resurgence. Start putting them under pressure. Alright. See. Alright, unfortunately they have a second land. I've got a freebooter. Which means their meddling mages will have good information. There goes our lightning bolt. Alright. Attack with both of our guys. Play out this Arid Mesa. Go get, what, a Temple Garden? That. What on earth are you viling in here? Oh, okay, sure. Very bizarre time to board in your Noble Hierarch. Sure. Reflector Mage, okay. Bouncing, I'm presuming, Wild Nicottle? Spin the wheel. Lightning bolt. Kill that. Gonna attack with everything. Sure. Feels like we're in pretty good shape to win this game. Thalia? Or is this Thalia's lieutenant? Nope, another Reflector Mage. Sure. Guess Voice of Resurgence makes the most sense. Yep. See how they decide to block here. Voice here. Not voice. Wild Nicottle. And pass. So us being conservative with our life total a little bit. We'll hierarch of our own. Attack with both. What is your card, friend? Phantasmal Image. Sure. And it gets to persist. So annoying. Comes back as another copy of Kitchen Finks, huh? Wow. Stupid kitchen phantasmal image. So our opponent gets to gain some life. Don't think I could have misplayed that anymore. Alright. Another Reflector Mage, going after what? Probably Nikal again? Sure. Attack with Voice of Resurgence. And you're dead. Alright. So, am I even interested in Blood Moon on the draw? Rest of these cards, Ancient Grudges are only good against their yeah, let's go ahead. Ancient Grudge is literally only good against their Ether Vials. Yeah, hand seems fine. Sure. Getting Stomping Ground here or Forest? Let's go ahead and grab Forest. It's unlikely this is going to be able to answer their Champion of the Parish this turn anyway. Dog-Eared Lieutenant, sure. Hit for 3 here. Okay, we draw Forest, so Sacred Foundry. Play out another Wild Nacatl here. Hold up Boulder Path. No Hark. Go ahead and bolt this. Congrats, we have a 2/2. Dismember? Wow. That's aggressive. Do you have Reflector Mage or Manus Rider here? Looks like Dirty Rider. Yep, Manus Rider. Voice of Resurgence, huh? Let's play out Voice. Have the ability to go fetch for Path to Exile here. So what do you have post-combat? Reflector Mage? Yeah, it looks like Thalia. Okay. Luxidon Smetre. Alright, sure. Yep. Probably should actually have double block there. So if our opponent doesn't have another reflector mage here, I think they're in a lot of trouble. But looks like they do. Where are they going to copy? Thanks. Just so we don't die to a random Mana Strider here. Huh? Wow. Yeah, that's a card. Fire Justice. Plains. Alright, play out Smiter. Go ahead. Yeah. Do you have another one? Seriously? Alright. So, yeah, that's just kind of how the morning's gone. Oh. So, I'd like to thank everyone for hanging out this morning so far. If you like what you were seeing on the channel so far, please feel free to hit that follow button. If you really like what you're seeing, please feel free to subscribe to support the channel. Those of you who like Lost Standard and Modern content, we have a YouTube page. Link is down below the stream here. Been playing a Lost Standard, played some Modern with the Bloodbraid Elves and such lists. I think I'm going to call it a morning, both from a bit of frustration and the fact that I need to move on to some other stuff right now. We'll be back later in the day to finish this Bloodbraid Elf Naya list up. Deck seems pretty sweet so far. I mean, our humans opponent drew pretty well that last game. I felt that Lavamancer would turn us around there, but yeah, they had double as its Statcaster, so that was a little rough. Beyond that, thank you everyone for hanging out this morning, and I hope to catch you again in the stream again sometime. So, talk to everyone later.